Oh, hey, what's going on? What's that? You say you noticed my miniature swamp buggy I'm building? Pretty cool, huh? What? You say you wanted to know where I got the idea from and how far I've gotten? Well, pull the seat up. I'll tell you all about it. Alright, so here she is in the current state. You said you wanted to learn where we started and how I came up with the idea. So that all starts over here. Probably, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years ago, I bought this three-wheeler, Honda 250 SX. I think it was an 86. I can't remember exactly. I didn't buy it with those tires. I put those tires on there, the Super Swamper TSXs. A badass bike. So when I bought that bike, the lady I bought it from had an extra engine and rear end there, swing arm. So she said, hey, do you want to have this? I said, hell yeah. So probably, I don't know, 6 months or a year after that, I was at a buddy's house, and this golf cart was abandoned in the empty lot next to his house. He said, the guy don't want it, you can take it. So light bulb went off. I said, I know what I'm doing with it. I'm going to put that motor right in that golf cart, which was the original plan, just to have a golf cart with a motor in it. Well, I thought, you know what, instead of making these motor mounts by hand and everything, I'll go and buy a frame off eBay and it'll make my life easier. So I went and bought the frame, attached a swing arm, put the engine in. I started tearing the body off the golf cart and it was just tore up, rusted to pieces. It was worthless. And then when I got it put in there like that, I realized how high it is. I said, well, hell, this is a swamp buggy. This ain't gonna be a regular golf cart, which I was cool with. Like, hell yeah, let's make a little mini swamp buggy. So I put it all together about like you see it, with no seat though back then. I started to do a lift on the front end because you got to do a pretty, like almost 12 inches, pretty big lift on this thing. And I didn't like it. As soon as I welded the pieces up there, I didn't like what I had done to it. So I got frustrated and I stopped working on it. Well, then I got engaged, got married, moved from South Florida to North Central Florida. But I did bring it with me, and once things got settled down, I finally started working on it again, pulled it out of the corner. Well, when I did, I went ahead and bought this, which is a marathon. I'm sorry, the original one was a marathon. This one was a Western golf cart, which is the same exact frame and everything, just a different body. I actually got a good deal on it. I ended up selling the rear end for more money than I paid for the entire golf cart, so that worked out well. But I tore it all to pieces, stripped it down to the frame like you see it here, and it's a little bit better shape. It's only got a little surface rust, whereas the other one, the frame was so rusted out with rust holes in it, I had to cut it out and butt weld new pieces of metal in there on both sides. So what I'm going to do is swap the frames. I'm going to take the better frame, the new one, and I'm going to put it up there. When I do it, I'm going to lower it 2 inches because it's just a little high, like getting in it is a bitch, and when you sit up there, it just feels uneasy. I'm going to extend the length of it also. I originally was going to make it the exact length of the golf cart, but I'll tell you why I'm going to extend it. I made a huge mistake. When I made this cross member here, I welded this part of it right over where the airbox is. So I'm like, oh shit, this ain't gonna work. And I didn't realize that at first till I pulled it back out and started working on it again. I was like, oh crap, why the hell did I do that? So you can't get an airbox in there. If you had one in there, you couldn't open it to service it. So I'm gonna have to move that. That's why I'm gonna lengthen it, make it a little longer so I can have that sitting in a different spot. And then once I do that, I'm going to take the frame there, the old frame, and I'm gonna cut that out and use that as the lift. I'll show you better in the next video. I'll explain it a lot better, but so that's where I am now. Basically, I'm redesigning the whole damn thing after letting it sit for a decade, but whatever. You gotta have a hobby. And I'm gonna go with a Punisher theme because the three-wheeler is black and the seat and the little bit of metal we got left is black and white, so I figured, hey, that's Punisher colors. You gotta have a theme, otherwise what the hell, why bother? So I'll put a cool Punisher logo on the front of it somewhere. But that's where we're at. I'll make videos of the work I do and let you know how things are going. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.